Hey, what is up, you guys? My name is Sarah and I am the health and fitness specialist here in McLean. So today I'm going to lead you guys through a midday movement just to get up and get a nice little break from your desk and a nice little break from work and just get a little bit of movement in, get our blood pumping, give us a little bit of time to reset and help with our posture at our desks and stuff like that. Okay, so it's going to be a nice little 30-minute exercise break. And we're gonna start with some marching in place. Okay, so I hope you guys are having a really wonderful Tuesday so far. Had a nice weekend. Getting into the week, we have hump day tomorrow. Getting into some midweek activities. And if you don't feel like marching in place, you can do some side steps, have some fun with it. This whole reason is to get our blood pumping and our blood flowing. So you can have as much fun with this as you like. You can march in a circle if you'd like. Just make sure that we are moving, everybody. I like to do heel taps personally. It makes me feel like I'm dancing. But we're just gonna get some movement in right here. We're going for about 45 seconds for each of our exercises today. We have no repeats. So we have a mixture of stretching and a little bit of movement. So I hope you guys enjoy this. All right, we got about 20 seconds left here, okay? You can do a little hop with it, whatever you feel comfortable with, okay? Getting that heart rate up, getting ourselves moving. Here we go. All right, my shoes are really loud today for some reason. Okay. And next we're gonna go into some arm swings. Just really opening up that chest, making sure that we're getting those arms nice and loose for our activities today. Give our chest a little bit of opening since we've been sitting at our desks all morning and getting our blood back into our fingers. We're doing great. Now you can pulse back here if you'd like, or have your palms facing the ground, cross over like this, palms facing up, whatever feels good for you. You can go as slow or as fast as you would like. We are doing great. We are up and we are moving. All right, next exercise, we're going into some arm circles. So we're just gonna go for about 20 seconds forward. And if you'd like, you can go into some smaller circles and do some light little spins here. Going forward and then increase in size as we go around. Just gonna really get those shoulders loosened up and we're going backwards. One of these directions might be a little bit harder for you than the other, but we're loosening it up just the same way. I like to go into smaller circles and then bigger circles. Get a little bit of burn in. Okay, you guys, great job. All right, next move we're gonna do, arms are gonna go overhead. Just gonna lean to the side. And lean to the side. However long you feel like holding, if you're tighter on one side than you are on the other, go ahead and hang out here for a couple seconds before moving over to the other side. All right. Get a nice stretch along our sides. Taking some nice relaxing breaths with this. We're doing great, everybody. All right, so we can go ahead and relax. We got about 10 seconds before we head into our main movements. So the first main movement we're gonna do is a side lunge adductor stretch. So we're really gonna target those inner thighs and really just get our hips nice and loose, okay? So I want your feet to be out wider than your hips, and we're just gonna sink into that planted leg. We're gonna get a nice stretch along our inner thigh. We're gonna hang out there for a few seconds and switch sides. You can pulse back and forth if you'd like. Do a little bounce up and down. You can stay static or you can bounce between sides like this. Whatever feels comfortable for you. I like to hang out for a little bit to get a little bit more of an intense stretch. But it's up to you. This workout is fully customizable. Doing awesome, you guys. If lunging is too hard on your knees, you can do a bend, little range of motion. Whatever feels right for you. All right, you guys, awesome. Next thing we're gonna do are some leg swings. So I like to hold onto a wall, and we're going to just kick forward and back. Give yourself some room so you don't kick anything, but we're just gonna let those hips loosen up by going forward and back. And we're gonna hang out here for 45 seconds on each leg. Getting a nice stretch in our hamstrings and our inner thighs. Nice hip flexor on the swing backwards. We're doing great, you guys. So happy you guys came to join for this midday movement. I think it's super important to get up and move throughout your day so that your brain stays active, your body stays active, and everything is working as it should. All right, I'm gonna switch sides. And we're going on our left leg. I'm gonna step forward a little bit. Same thing, we're just going for some nice big swings, targeting our hamstrings and our hip flexors. Y'all are doing great. It's a little warm in the closet today, but we're gonna make it work. We only got about 10 seconds left on this leg, okay? You're doing great. And again, range of motion is perfectly customizable for whatever feels good for you. Staying on this wall, we're gonna go back using our right leg, and we're gonna do an open and close the gate. So starting from neutral, hip coming out to the side, and stepping behind us, coming back up, rotating forward. And we're just gonna do this however slow or however fast you need. This really opens up that hip again, getting our full external rotation movements going. I like to take this a little bit slower, just so I can make sure that I am really working those hip muscles. Same thing here. If this range of motion is too intense for you, you can drop it down here, whatever feels good for you. All right, back to this other wall, and we're gonna do our left side. Same thing here, knee drive up and out to the side and down. And then back up to neutral. You're doing great, you guys. Heart rate is pumping. Hopefully, this isn't gonna get us too sweaty before we have to go back to work, but I think a little bit of movement is beneficial for everybody. All right, we're gonna hit hang out here for about 10 more seconds. You're looking good, everybody. I know my left leg is a little bit tighter than my right, so I'm going to do a little slower. All right, good job, you guys. So last big movement of the day, we're going to do some reverse lunges. So I'll show you from the side first, and then I'll do it facing you guys. So I'm going to have my left leg planted first. And I'm going to step back with my right foot and drop into a lunge. Come back up to reset with my left foot and drop down. Now, whatever comfortable range of motion works best for you guys. If it's only here, that's totally fine. If you're touching the floor, that's totally fine too. But everything is customizable for you. If you want, you can alternate your legs, but you don't have to. I'm going to alternate because we're going for 45 seconds. All right, let's go right here. Make sure we are breathing through this exercise. Take it however slow or fast you need. Awesome job, you guys. We're going to drop knee towards the floor. Doing great. If this is hard on your balance, hold on to a chair or your desk, whatever helps you the most. All right. Great job, you guys. All right. Let's see what we got next. Okay, so we're going to get into some stretches. So find yourself a mat or just sit on the carpet of your office. And the first thing we're going to do is a low lunge to T-spine rotation. So our foot is going to come out a little bit further than our usual lunge. And we're going to pop ourselves up on our back leg. We're just going to rotate open to the sky. We're going to do about 10 of these on each side, okay? Come back down, reset. If you need to put your knee back down on the ground between each set, please do so. We're going to come up and rotate. Hands towards the sky, pushing through that back heel, and return. All right. We're going for 10. Give me 3 more good ones, everybody. Working really hard. If going up on your back toe is too much, keep that knee down on the mat. And last one, best one right here. Good job, you guys. All right. And we're going to switch to our other side. So now our right knee is coming up, getting that good stretch right here, and then back toes coming up, hands are on the mat, and rotate to the sky. Going for 10. Doing great, you guys. We're halfway through. And again, if being on your back toe and elevated off the floor is too intense, go ahead and drop that knee down to the mat. And we're going to go for 2 more good ones, okay? Good job. Last one, best one. Awesome, you guys are killing it. Okay, so rotating back. I'm gonna face you guys. Next thing we're gonna do is a hip flexor stretch. So we're gonna resume the position that we were in for the low lunge setup. So we're gonna be in this half kneeling position. I'm gonna have my left leg in front first, and we're just gonna sink into our hips. And I like to pulse with this. Sink in, hold for about 2 to 3 seconds, and then return out. I'll show you guys from the side what this is gonna look like. So, half kneeling, sinking into that hip, all of our weight transferring through our front leg, and then returning. Going for 45 seconds on this. Go through whatever range of motion feels best for you. If the stretch is too intense, then just stay here. Do little pulses. All right, now we're gonna switch legs. Right leg's coming up. Same position here. Just sink into that hip. Going for 45 seconds. Really take some time to deep breathe here. If you want, you can talk yourself through a little bit of affirmations. Talking about, heck yeah, I worked out today. I feel good. I will be productive. Today's gonna be a great day. I'm awesome, because you are. And we got one more hold. Great job, you guys. Awesome. All right, let's see what we have next. Okay. So on the mat, we're gonna do a little bit of a back extension stretch, or a Sphinx pose, as a lot of people call it in yoga. We're gonna let our entire front of our legs sink down to the mat. Hands are going to press into the floor and push our upper body up. Head is going to look to the sky, and we're going to get a nice good stretch across the front of our bodies. Deep breathing here, and then go ahead and relax to the floor. We got 45 seconds of stretching here. Taking some deep breaths. Letting your mind reset. So you can get back to work and have a great day, a productive day. Hold here for about 2 more seconds, and then lower ourselves back to the mat. From here, let's get up onto our hands and our knees, and we're just going to do a little bit of a cat-cow. So push our spine through the ceiling, and let it drop. Head's coming up to the ceiling, and then go back. Chin is going to press towards the chest, and spine is going to press through the ceiling. Face is going to turn to the sky. Deep breathing here. If anything's feeling super uncomfortable, go ahead and wiggle into that position. Get a little extra stretch going on. Here we go. go for about 2 more rounds of this. 1 more here, 1 more here, and end with a neutral spine. Awesome job, you guys. From here, we're gonna go into a little bit of a child's pose, but a little slightly different. We're gonna do a 3-way child's pose. So we're gonna start in the middle for about 15 seconds, and then walk our hands over to our left side, and then walk our hands over to our right side, all for 15-second holds. We're getting close to the end here, guys. You're doing awesome. All right, so hands are walking out in front of us. Feet are sinking into the floor. Hips are sending back towards the wall. And we're just letting our back relax. All right, and then we're gonna walk our hands as far as tolerable to the left. And press into that lat. Let the side of our arms get a nice stretch in the side of our torsos. Only go to whatever is comfortable for you, where you get a comfortable stretch. And then we'll walk over to the right side. And hold here for about 15 seconds. Awesome job, you guys. All right, we're gonna come to standing now. And we're just gonna relax our necks for another long day of work. So we're gonna go for some head circles for 45 seconds. Making sure that we're really stretching the back of the neck. In our traps. If you have a particular sore spot, hang out there for a second or two. Switch directions, whatever is comfortable for you. If you want to alternate and coming back to neutral, go ahead and do so. And just allow yourself to relax. Get all loosened up. Awesome, you guys. All right, so next thing we're gonna go into is an upper trap stretch. So our traps run along either side of our neck. And so we're gonna drop our ear to our shoulder. I'm going to my right side first. If you need a little bit more of a stretch, allow that hand to rest on top of your head and elongate the stretch. Make sure that you're not letting your shoulder hike up towards your ear and that you're letting the weight of your opposite hand just pull away from your head. I'm gonna hold here for about 45 seconds and we'll switch sides. Let's go ahead and switch sides. And let the weight of that opposite arm elongate the stretch. If that's too intense with the hand on the head, just go ahead and take it off and let that ear drop to the shoulder for 45 seconds. Breathe deeply into this stretch and let everything relax. Good job, you guys. All right. From here, we're going to go into a tricep stretch or a hand over head stretch. So we're just gonna drop into this nice position right here. And we're gonna feel that all down the back of our arms. Holding this for 45 seconds as well. Doing great, you guys. We're heading into the last 5 minutes of our time together. So I want you guys to really focus on setting some good affirmations for the rest of your day, letting yourself relax before you head into meetings or anything of that nature. All right, switch sides, going for 45 seconds. You should be proud of yourselves today for coming out and working out, making sure that you are getting active throughout your day. It's always nice to see you guys join us. All right, we're gonna hang out here for about 20 more seconds. Making sure that we are really getting that good stretch across the back of our arms and sometimes into our side. Awesome. All right, so we're gonna pick a wall. Hand is gonna come out to touch. And we're gonna just turn into this pec stretch right here. So this is gonna loosen up our shoulders and help with our posture at our desks. If you want a better side view, hand is going to come to the wall here and rotate out so that we get a nice stretch across the front of our chest. If it's too intense to be fully rotated out, like facing this wall, you can adjust to whatever intensity you need. Like I said, all of this is very customizable to your needs and anything you would like to accomplish today. We're going to hang out here for 45 seconds. Again. All right. And we're going to go ahead and switch. All right. Arm's going to come behind me and I'm going to rotate to face this wall here. I'm going to rotate until I feel a nice, intense but not painful stretch. You can make fun beats on the wall if you'd like. This 45 seconds can be a little bit of a long time, especially when you're just staring at a wall. You're doing great, you guys. Okay. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get a little bit more of those hamstrings stretched. So I'm gonna come into a wide stance here and we're going to reach down into the middle. If you can't touch the mat, that's totally fine. I know I can't. So we're gonna hang out here for a couple seconds and then I like to go to one side. Let my hand grab my ankle, hang out here, and then rotate to the other side. This is going to get our hamstrings nice and stretched out. And then come back to the middle, allow my head to drop down, and then switch again. And one last time on this leg. Hang out here for a few seconds or whatever feels comfortable for you. And then relax, return to neutral. Now we're gonna do a little bit of a forward fold like you would see in yoga, but this time it's kind of focused more on our upper back. So I want us to cross our arms like this, hold on to each other. Feet can be together. together or shoulder width apart. I prefer shoulder width apart. And we're just going to let ourselves hang here. Arms are gonna come heavy. Head is gonna dip towards our chest. And we're gonna just let our upper back relax. If you'd like to do a little bit of a twist here, you can. Or a little bit of an arm swing, whatever you prefer. Or if you're not feeling anything with your arms crossed, go ahead and let them hang long. You want to make sure that your knees are not locked out and they're nice and comfortable. All right, you guys. That is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for coming to join me, as this is my first streaming class. But I hope to see you guys in my next session on Thursday. And have a great day, and you guys are awesome. Bye.